Okay, Ministers of Finance, dear Ministers, thank you for receiving us. As you might well know, we are from DLDP. It's a long time that we have cooperated with each other. You should remember the law on local finances, that we have contributed part of that law to be drafted and then supported in the approval process. So what we wanted to propose you today is a follow-up of that law. We have discussed with some experts from your institution, and we think that as the law provides for in sort of obligation for municipalities to set performance framework in for their activity, we have come up with an idea to identify and propose a set of indicators which are based on the budget programs that, again, we have developed with Ministry of Finance and Economy. So basically, for each of the programs that are referring to the treasury system and the municipality relies on, we have identified one local and two one national and two local indicators, and we have identified with that the set of data which are necessary to feed in the set of performance indicators. As you know, performance now is quite a fashionable word. Even the Prime Minister is very willing to sort of assess the work of the mayors based on their performance, and this would be the ground for their reproposing for the next local election. So I think this would somehow feed in within your political interests as well.
If I may add to that, yes, and then what we really want, is your help with making the municipalities somehow implement the set of indicators, and somehow we don't want a top-down approach. So we don't want to come up with another instruction that would impose the set of indicators. So we're here to discuss and hear from you. How can we better impose the set of indicators that we've agreed on? Or if there is any objection, then it would be time to hear it maybe one last time now. And if not, what is your suggestion to get the buy-in from the municipalities? What is the best approach we should take? And that is also something.
My main concern is that we have 61 municipalities. How can we ensure that the scale or the capacity building is transparent and across all municipalities? I don't want some of the municipalities to be left behind. And when the indicators are implemented, who's going to monitor that process to ensure that there's a fair assessment of the performance?
As you know, the entire process will go through the process of medium-term budget preparation. So basically, it's an obligatory process to be implemented by all municipalities. So within that process, we introduce the set of indicators for each budget program, and then the reporting will come through that process. And it is a need even at the national level that you have a benchmark system to sort of compare the development in different municipalities and to sum up it at the national level.
And also, to add up to what my colleague was saying, you're totally right. The capacities there in the municipalities are in some of the municipalities up front, and in some other municipalities lagging behind. And that's why, the other project that's coming, Strong Municipalities, Bascita Forta, is totally going to focus on building capacities of the municipalities to, establish a system or to feed in the system in a way that the results that we take from these indicators are reliable and can feed into policy making. So we would assist the whole chain of this indicator feeding into policy. with capacity building and other mechanisms. So the point is totally taken, and we are refocusing on how to better serve this issue of yours.
Don't you think that the 39 indicators are too much? I mean, that's almost like a menu of to select. It's really, I'm worried that it's very difficult to understand and will take years for people to implement correctly. So how are you going to address that?
Now, basically, we had felt that actually, and from the consultation we have had with the local level and the experts that are supposed to support municipalities in preparing the medium-term budget, it has come up, and we have agreed with the Department of Local Finances within your ministry that we would have a two-step approach. Given the fact that now the process of MTBP preparation is at the end for this year, we'd like just to disseminate the set of indicators and to somehow test this set of indicators and see what is the response from the municipalities. And maybe when next March the new cycle of MTBP preparation will start, just to introduce it as obligatory for municipalities.
But then, on the other hand, there is also this instruction that you set that somehow makes it compulsory that we have 3 objectives per 36 programs. So we end up following the instructions of the Ministry of Finance with this large set of indicators. So maybe
are you accusing us of maybe not doing our job properly?
No. I think that you're very detailed, and we've learned a lot from really studying the instruction. But and we are trying to follow that. It's just that maybe we can, as my colleague was saying, we can find like a medium, like a golden spot where we can come with less indicators, or maybe we can discuss with the department in more detail, the department who detailed this instruction to look into the specifics of this number of indicators, objectives per program.
And if you allow me,
Okay.